Yes, good evening, one and all present here. It's a warm welcome. It's a great privilege and honor on welcoming the great faculty, an advocate, and a national trainer. And on behalf of JCA and Delta Entrepreneurs Federation, we welcome the the national trainer. And before going to next part of agenda, we welcome each and everyone who are presented here. And I would like to request our founder, chairman, JC Rotarian PR Ilangon sir, for his valuable address. Over to you, Ilangon sir.
Thank you, Vice President. Okay. So, respected Chief Guest and today host President, esteemed faculty and trainer, fellows, JCI members, entrepreneurs, and guests joining us today. On behalf of Delta Entrepreneur Federation and JCI Vayambati Town, it is my privilege to warmly welcome of all to you to the special 1448th day of online program. We are honored to have today JFM K. Suresh, Zonal Vice President of Region D, Zone 29 from JCA India as our chief guest. And today, very special, is Zone President, that's Advocate, JC Senator Advocate Ethan Kusapkar, a national trainer and former Zone 11 President, as our esteemed faculty for our today's session on the topic of the business plan. It is a wonderful that title, and definitely we are going to take away. Definitely each and every business people is very important to their great success. So this event exemplifies the core value of JCA, providing opportunities of mutual growth, sharing knowledge, and fostering entrepreneur spirit. The Delta team has put together an insight program. I am confident that insights shared today will be invaluable and for the aspiring established entrepreneurs' life. So I am extend my sincere appreciation to today this program director JC Mukhil. His wonderful coordination. He takes such a great persons to today take for our as a faculty as well as chief guest. And extend my sincere gratitude to our media partner, America TV, and our General Secretary, Dr. Gandhililin, and Vibrant Vice President, Moganagaris Auditor, and America TV and America TV founder, Mahesh Natamu, and all the program directors and the organizers who have worked tirelessly to make this event get wonderful success, great success in daily basis. Their dedicated effort have brought us together in the virtual platform to learn, network, and uplift one another. So this once again, I am very warm welcome to all. I hope find the program engaging, informative, and inspiring as we collectively strive towards personal and professional growth through the principle of JCA. Thank you. Let us make the further proceeding the program. I am hand over to Mr. Moganagaris proceeding. Thank you.
Thank you, founder, for your valuable address. And yes, on behalf of JCA and Delta Entrepreneurs, we welcome each and everyone who are gathered here. And Chair recognize the presence of all the national trainers from across JCA India and esteemed faculty of today, national trainer, as well as the past zone president, and the chair recognizes the presence of zone presidents and all the yellow presidents, yellow member, and who are presented here. And going to thank you, welcome you all on behalf of JCI and Delta Entrepreneurs. Going to next part of agenda, and
Call to order, basic reader.
a meeting call to order, and JCI agreed by JC-led Nainita.
Thank you, sir. JC creed that faith in God gives meaning, purpose to human life. That brother man since the unity of that economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprise. That government should be of laws rather than of men. That its great treasure lies in human personality, and that service to humanity is the best work of life. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Pandya Minister. Going to next part of agenda, introduction of today's trainer by mentor Mugil. Over to you.
Thank you, Chairman. Today we are having a vibrant trainer to our forum as a person to present this training program as a business plan presentation. The person is a lawyer by profession and a trainer by passion. This young personality is practicing at the Honorable High Court and other courts across Goa. He was recently appointed as amicus curiae by the Honorable High Court of Goa. He was also felicitated by Sena for his contribution to the field of law. He is a national trainer of JCI India who has conducted sessions for more than 30,000 students, teachers, parents, government officials, Indian Navy, police, and corporates over the last few years. During his time as a student, he has won over 500 prizes in various competitions of debate, quiz, elocution, dance, and others. Some of his prominent prizes includes the National Debate Championship at Varanasi, winner of JCI Public Speaking Championship at Mangalore, NCC Best Cadet Award, SNIC National Cadet Award at NCC Camp, Kargil, Jammu and Kashmir. He has represented India at the Asia Pacific Conference held at Kagoshima, Japan, where he was adjudged as one of the top 3 speakers. As a trainer, he has conducted trainings for major corporates like Glenmark, Cipla, Seva Logistics, Minda, Spark, and others. He won the Outstanding Participant Award at NWS as well as ZDWS. He conceptualized the Global Training East Summit in 2020 and has also conducted trainings therein for 100 plus participants from 24 plus countries in a series of international certification course and also held a world record in training. In JCI, he joined in the year 2004 as a junior JC and served as the zone president of JCI India, Zone 11 in the year 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for a lawyer by profession and a trainer by passion, Advocate JC Senator Ishan Usapkar, National Trainer to retire. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mugil sir, mentor Mugil, for a great introduction of our today's trainer. Floor officially handed to our today's trainer for on the topic business plan. Floor officially handed to our trainer. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Chairman, sir, for that privilege. And thank you, Mugil, for that beautiful introduction. Means a lot. Well, good evening, friends. And I'm really happy to meet all of you over here. I think we are connected over a distance of more than 1,500 or even more than 2,000 kilometers. While I'm sitting here in Goa, I see a majority of our participants from South India. It's really nice to see you all. And I hope this remaining time that we are about to spend with each other, we can utilize to learn something different, something new, and explore new territories of how to make your business more successful. So, friends, I'm sure you've seen the flyers for today. It says business plan, PLAN, plan. And I'm also sure more than once you must have heard this particular quote or this particular line, which says, if you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail. Well, if that is something you have heard, then definitely what we are about to speak of today will definitely help you in understanding your business better so that you can make it much bigger. But before I begin, I have a question to ask. If you can hear me and if you can see me, then please give me a high five so that I know you are really there on the other side. When you give me a high five, please don't break your screen. You can just type the number 5 in the chat box so that I know you're actually there on the other side. Also to make sure that the chat box is working perfectly fine. Wonderful. So I am getting responses in the chat box. And with that, friends, I think I can begin with sharing my screen. Just give me a second. All right, my screen is out there, and I hope you are in a position to have a look at the screen. It says Business Plan Workshop. All right. So, friends, I have a humble request for all the participants of this session that we are having right now. If you have a book and a pen nearby, it will help a lot, right? If you have a book and a pen nearby, it will help a lot because what we're about to do, friends, is we are about to explore your own business. What you are already doing, we are about to jump into the depths of it so that you can plan to make your business even bigger. So let's begin with what we are here for today. Well, friends, today in this session, we will be speaking of PLAN, plan. And to begin with, we will start with P, that is the purpose of your business. It is said a person is born twice. Once when he's actually born, and the other one, the second birth, is when he realizes why he is born. In the same way, for a business to be successful, you must know the purpose of your business. You must know why you are doing that business. And if I have to make it very, very clear, you must know an answer to these three questions. The first question that you must answer is, what is my business? What do we do? What is it that we are providing to people out there? If you have this part of your answer ready with you, you can move to the second part, that is, how am I doing my business? And after that, you go to the third one, who do we serve? That is, who are my customers? Now, since I'm a lawyer by profession, let me give you my own example. The first question, what do we do? Well, I can say I am a lawyer. But instead of saying that, I would rather prefer saying we help people in solving their problems. That is what we do. How do we do it? Well, by giving them advice, by going to the court on their behalf. And I have these words which I have penned down, which I like to use quite often. I say, your fight is my fight, my might is your might, all that just to prove you right. So that's how we do it. And lastly, who do we serve? We serve every person who has some legal issue or some legal problem. Now, that is our purpose as lawyers. In the same way, I am more than sure if you put your business proposition over here and you try to answer these three questions of what you are, how you do it, and for whom you are doing it, you will have a detailed description ready about your field of work or your business. And this really helps us. And this really helps us because we are supposed to learn about our business. We often say we want more business, but we are not always in a position to attract new clients or new customers. And the reason why you are not in a position to attract new clients or new customers is because you are unable to explain to them what you do. You will know what you do because you are doing it day in and day out. But if you learn a little bit more about what you are doing, why you are doing it, and how you are doing it, it will help you in making people understand your business proposition better. This could even lead to more people being your customers as well as more people being your investors. I'm sure a lot of you out here, you have seen a lot of episodes of this thing called Shark Tank, maybe Shark Tank India or some other version of Shark Tank, wherein you have people who come up with their business ideas and they propose their business idea right from how they started to where they want to take it in front of investors. Now, if you want to be in that position, you must firstly learn about your business. You must be able to answer this question: why am I doing what I am doing? And for that, you can just look at two sub questions. Number one, what is the problem that is being solved, and what is the solution that I am providing? Because in today's world, every product out there is not just a product, it is being put out as a solution. Just to give you a simple example, phones, mobile phones. Now, you have seen mobile phones even 10 years ago. You have seen mobile phones today. What is the major difference that you see between the phones we had 10 years back and the phones we have today? What has changed? Can I get some answers in the chat box? What are the major differences that you see in phones that we had 10 years ago versus the phones that we have today? Major differences. Come on, let's have a look in the chat box.
Sir, can I answer, sir?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. And regarding a decade ago, we were using only a normal phone, and we were not able to view the world. But at present moment, the world is within our hands, and due to technological improvement, not only technological improvement, the world is moving fast. If we are not updating ourselves, we will be outdated.
Absolutely right, sir. So basically, once upon a time, your phone was only a communication device, whereas today it has become a communication device, an information device, an entertainment device, and so much more, isn't it? Because the people who created these technologies on the mobile phones, they understood the problem of the customer. The problem of the customer was, I want 100 things to be done within a single device, the mobile phone. So that was the problem. What was the solution? Putting all these things within the mobile phone. And now that's the reason why these mobiles, the current mobiles, are doing so absolutely well. Same way, if you look at a regular phone and then you compare it with a high-end phone, let's say something like a OnePlus or an Apple or one of the latest Samsung phones that have come out, what is different between the current other phones and these phones? Well, the biggest difference is the reliability, right? Because the phones which are just being made by brands left, right, and center, or the unknown brands, if I may call them so, they usually are not very reliable. Whereas when we speak of famous brands, these brands give you more reliability. So the problem is what? One phone is not reliable. What's the solution? The other phones are much more reliable. So, in your line of work or in your business, don't say what is your business, but rather speak of what is the solution that you are able to provide through your business to your customer. If that is something that you can achieve, then I am more than sure your business will prosper to a much better extent. So, that is the why part of it, the learning of why. We now move to the next part. Let's have a look at that. So that is analyze. As a businessman, when you started, when you initially began, at that point in time, I am sure you have all done this. You analyzed the market, you analyzed your product, you analyzed what is the future growth prospect for my business. But later on, when your business started and you started running behind your business, somewhere over a period of time, you forgot to analyze. And this happens quite often because your business is running already well, or is running in an autopilot mode, or is running smooth enough. So you think, or rather, a lot of people think, oh, I am successful now. Why do I need to analyze? Why do I need to think? Well, friends, that is the difference between a company like BlackBerry and the other company like an Apple. If you remember, around 15 years back, having a BlackBerry phone was the big thing. But today, BlackBerry is as good as non existent. Same way, you look at a phone, a very famous brand called Nokia. Well, today, is Nokia even really a phone brand? Well, hardly you'll find any phones from that brand going around, isn't it? Because they failed to analyze. Whereas on the other side, companies like Samsung, Apple, they were ready to analyze of what they had in the past versus what is required in the present. And for that, friends, there is a simple formula which is called as R, M, and C. So let's get started with this. Let's start with R. Your R stands for revenue. Now, what do we mean by revenue? Revenue is simply your pricing, your billing strategies, and how the income is going to come in. To make it very simple, your product should be aggressively priced or priced in a premier range for the additional brand value that it has. Just again, to give you an example of mobile phones, there exist multiple brands out there in the market. A majority of these brands have phone devices which have almost the same specifications. And yet you will come across a very huge difference in their pricing. Why is it so? It is specifically because of this R for revenue. It depends entirely on the kind of market you are targeting. Because if I put out in the market a really good phone, maybe a phone better than the iPhone for just 5,000 rupees, what do you think people will think? Or what do you think you will yourself think about this phone? Do you think you'll have in your back of your mind, oh, it is just 5,000. How can it be better than a phone worth 70,000? Don't you think that's a question that will arise in your mind? Or imagine currently you are getting a phone out there with the same specifications for 30,000 and I launch the same phone for 2 lakh rupees. Do you think it's really going to go out there unless I've already created a brand value for myself? Well, obviously not, right? That is why your R for revenue, how you price your products, is of utmost importance. So analyze your revenue. Point number one. Point number two, analyze your M for marketing strategy. How are you going to reach your customers? What is the way in which the customers are going to reach back to you? You need to analyze this. Way back around 10 to 15 years back, the biggest marketing strategy that most of the companies out there employed was putting out hoardings or putting up huge banners. At that point in time, that was the marketing strategy which was considered as appropriate. But today, if I ask you and if I give you three options, option A, put up a hoarding, option B, put out on social media, and option C, put out on newspaper. Well, depending on your audience, you will have to make your decision, isn't it? For example, if you're trying to product or market something like a jeans pant, which is specifically targeting the age group of 14 years to 21 years. Out of the three mediums I told you, hoardings, social media, and newspaper. Which one do you think will be most effective?
So probably social media.
Social media.
Absolutely right. Social media, because that is where this age group will be found. Imagine putting this advertisement in newspapers. I can guarantee you, at present at least, in the age group of 14 to 21, you will find hardly just around 10% of these people, or probably even less than that, who are actually reading a newspaper. They would rather open up social media or go to Twitter, which is now X, and read over there all the news or updates. Instead of investing marketing money in newspapers, if you invest it in social media, it will be much more beneficial for you in today's world. In the same place, if you're advertising some product, let us say you're advertising a massage chair, a chair which is going to automatically massage you, and your target audience is elderly people, people above the age group of 45. Now, in this particular instance, who or which place will you choose for marketing? Will it be social media? Will it be newspapers, or will it be hoardings?
Newspaper.
Yes, in this case, probably it will be beneficial if you go towards newspapers. And let's take one last example. Let us say you have a nice hotel, a nice restaurant, which is next to the highway. And all across the highway, there are hoardings. And there is one hoarding which is just around 5 kilometers before your restaurant. Now tell me, which medium will you choose? Will you choose social media, newspaper, or a hoarding to put up
Hoarding.
advertisement about your restaurant?
Hoarding.
Obviously, the hoarding, right? So, friends, there is a right place for you. It is just that you need to choose which is the right marketing place for your kind of business. So, please analyze your M for marketing. Without analyzing your marketing strategy, you cannot imagine to grow. To grow more, your marketing needs to be picture perfect and spot on. Choose the right medium to do your marketing. That's the M. Moving to the third factor, that is C. Very, 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 very important. Well, friends, every business out there that is doing the rounds in the market, do you think that is the only unique business out there? Don't you think there'll be at least one, two, or 100 more people out there doing exactly the same business in the vicinity? If not in the vicinity, at least within the state. If not in the state, at least within the country, or at least within the world. I'm sure definitely we'll have the answer as a yes. We do have C for competition, no matter what kind of a business you are in. If you want to be successful in your business, you must know your competitors. Imagine this. Imagine you are in a running race. All right. You are in a running race. And I permit you to do two races. In the first race, you are there, and next to you, there is one more person who is running. So both of you will be running together against each other. That is situation one. And now let's look at situation two. In situation two, you are running, and far away from where you can't see, that far away, your competitor is running, but you can't see where he is running. In both these cases, which out of these two cases do you think will push you, will motivate you to run faster? Where you can see your competitor running with you, or in a place where you cannot see your competitor running against you? Choose a situation.
Sir, option one.
Yes, absolutely right. Option one, where you can see your competition. So, based on how fast he is running, you can also decide how fast you want to go, or at least attempt to be as fast as he or she is, isn't it? In business too, you must know your competition well. This will help you in R and M also. That is, in deciding your revenue and in deciding your marketing strategies. If you look at this RMC, there are arrow marks in between. because each of these things are correlating to each other, or rather circling back to each other and interdependent. If you can analyze your revenue, if you can analyze your marketing, if you can analyze your competition, trust me, you can achieve much more than what you are achieving right now. Well, at least I can give my own live example. When I started off in the profession, I understood the market, I understood the requirement, I understood the revenues that were being made in our profession. I understood that in lawyers, we can't really do marketing, but there are alternate ways in which you can reach out to people. We understood the competition, and through that, you understood what you need to build for yourself or work on yourself to make yourself equally good or probably better than the current set of competition that you have. And in the same way, friends, I'm more than sure if you try to keep a target, if you try to keep in mind this RMC and keep analyzing over this RMC, I would suggest at least once a month, then your business, trust me, friends, can be in a much better and higher place. So that's your analyze. And now we move to the next factor, that is N. N for new. Do you think it is important to be new in business? Yes or no? If you say it is yes, type the number 1 in the chat box. If you think no, you can type the number 0 in the chat box. No problem. If you think being new in the market is important or being new in your business is important, type number 1. If you think the answer is a no, you can type the number 0 in the chat box. Perfect. So all of you say yes. Absolutely right, friends. When I say be new in your business does not mean start a new business every time. No, absolutely not. What I'm trying to say is have a look at the screen. Every time you proceed in your business, you must set a milestone for yourself. Milestone number 1 for my business. At the end of this month, I will make a revenue of rupees 10 lakhs. That's my milestone number 1. Milestone number 2, after 1 year, my yearly revenue is going to cross rupees 60 lakhs. That's milestone number 2. Milestone 3, after 5 years, I will complete the overall revenue of almost around 7 crores. That's my milestone number 3. So you need to have a short-term milestone, a mid-term milestone, and a long-term milestone. Or if we can call it short-term goals, mid-term goals, and long-term goals, but have goals. And every now and then, you must push your milestones, and to push your milestones, you must innovate. You must come up with something new, something different every now and then. If you do not, then this triangle that you see will never expand, but rather keep shrinking, shrinking, and shrinking. And then you'll become so settled in your business that you'll not even imagine of growing any further. You'll be like, I'm settled with what I'm getting. Chalo, itna kafi hai, this is sufficient. And that, my friends, is like saying RIP to your business. Rest in peace. Because we don't want to RIP our business, we must innovate what we do. I can just give you examples and I can go on with these examples probably for a day or two. Just to give you a simple example of innovation, you can just look at your phone. At one point in time, around 15-20 years back, your mobile phone, we could not fit within our pocket. It used to be quite a huge thing. Today, your mobile phones have become almost of your palm size. There are some phones out there which are even smaller. Again, let's take one more example. Your television sets. You all remember the television sets we had when we were kids, right? You all remember the TVs that we had in our house, which were like a big box, a dabba, a big, big box. And today, look at our televisions. So thin, so slim. We don't even require a table for these televisions anymore. We can just place it on the wall. 20 years back, if you told anybody that we will in the future be able to keep the television stuck to the wall, do you think anyone would believe you? Well, I'm sure the answer is a big, big no. Very few people would have said yes to that. Friends, if you want to achieve something much bigger than what you have achieved so far, then you must be able to dream something so big that nobody else can dream. And we often say, right? Dreams are not those that you see when you sleep, but rather dreams are those that do not let you sleep. I fully agree with that. You must keep innovating so that these milestones that you achieve keep expanding, keep growing, and keep becoming bigger and bigger over a period of time. So these are the four simple alphabets PLAN, which I just wanted to put across to you through this brief session that we were able to achieve today. India, once upon a time, was looked upon as a country that is incapable of going far, incapable of going to the moon. But then, after various attempts, and sometimes some learning attempts, I don't call those as failed attempts, but rather as learning attempts, today we can successfully and proudly say that India has reached the moon. Our Chandrayaan mission has been successful, and I'm sure that lays the foundation for so much more in the future. But why were we able to reach the moon? Because, according to me, we were able to plan each and every step of what we were doing or what we should be doing in the right way. In the same way, if you want your business to achieve the same kind of success, you want your business to reach the heights of the moon, then you must plan your business well. So, number one, you must know your purpose. And to know your purpose, you must know what you do, how you do it, and who do you serve. So that's number one, your purpose. Number two, you must learn about your customer. You must be able to define your customer's problem and thereafter reach the solution or provide the solution. So that's step number two. Learn about your business or your product so that you can share that with others. Learn about the customer's problems so that you can innovate the solution and provide that solution. Thereafter, we went to A, which is analyze. We said under analyze, you remember the RMC. The RMC meant R for revenue, M for marketing, and C for competition. If you know what kind of revenue suits your product, it will make your product much more likable. If you know which marketing strategy fits your business purpose the best, then your business will run in a much better manner. And lastly, if you know your competition, it will serve as a booster for you. It will serve as a motivation for you. So analyze your competition too. And then towards the end, keep innovating. Don't be stuck with the milestone you have already achieved. Keep looking for bigger milestones. And to look at bigger milestones, you must keep innovating. You must keep thinking, what new can I do? So these are the four simple steps, friends. And with these four simple steps, I start to give you another simple mantra. And that simple mantra is you must be able to draw the factors that you have in your own business. I'm sure all of you have heard of the word SWOT, SWOT, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. If you can just analyze and work on your SWOT analysis, then that will help you in doing these four steps also in a simpler manner. What are your business strengths? What are the weaknesses that you face in your business? What are the threats that you have and what kind of opportunities you have further in your business? I'll just give you an example. Let me just take my own example as a lawyer. What is a strength as we possess? So I can say, as a lawyer, my strength is that I love to read. That's something we require. I am really happy to write or to type, and I really love speaking. So these are my strengths as a lawyer. My weakness, well, I could put it as I am not getting sufficient time to read as much as I would like. So time management is something that I would like to work more on. Same way, if you ask me, what are my threats? Well, I would say, as a lawyer today, artificial intelligence is emerging as a threat for me. Now, if artificial intelligence is existing, instead of looking at it as a threat only, let me look at it as a collaborator, as a partner. In fact, even for this presentation, if you see some of the graphics over here, like for example, this man running on the moon, I have used artificial intelligence, right? So don't look at a threat as something that is going to pull you down, but rather, instead of competing with the threat, collaborate with that threat and make it even better for yourself, right? And lastly, opportunity. Well, at least in the field of law, as the population keeps increasing, the problems also will keep increasing, and that's where you'll require the lawyer all the more, right? So those are the opportunities we have. So friends, in the same manner, you too can chalk out what is the SWOT for your particular business. And while doing so, this PLAN is definitely going to help you in writing down your SWOT analysis. And with that, friends, just 5 minutes before 9:30, which is supposed to be my closing time, I come towards the end of my session because I want these 5 minutes to be spent by us in discussing your questions that you may have or any queries that you may have, and I'll definitely try and answer those. Let's make a plan. Thank you and have a great evening ahead. Thank you once again for inviting me over here. And these last 4.5 minutes that we have, we can spend in deliberation and in discussion. Thank you once again.
Yes. Good evening, sir. Once again, it was a wonderful presentation. As you said, the artificial intelligence plays a vital role, and it's not only a threat, and we have to collaborate with the artificial intelligence. It was nicely said, and for your information, this time I have been graduated as a national trainer. Uh, so the learning experience, what we have learned in NTTS, the last day of NTTS was regarding the chat GPT and artificial intelligence. So not only your own business, your profession, it drives out all the professions as well as the business entrepreneurs. So it plays a vital role, as you rightly said. The presentation and the four-letter word what you explained was an excellent manner, sir. Thank you so much on behalf of JCI and Delta Entrepreneurs and on behalf of all the participants, sir.
Thank you so much, Moana sir, and best wishes to you as a provisional national trainer. We look forward to seeing you as a national trainer soon. And I'm sure all the learnings of NTTS will help you also in putting out all the best information. I'm sure this year, since you all have worked with AI, probably we can have some sessions on those topics too. That will be wonderful.
A small obligation from our Delta Entrepreneurs and JCI that you can come whenever you're feeling free time on your free time regarding law matters regarding since it is in your own profession and even regarding since you are more emphasizing on artificial intelligence, so you can come once in a month, so it will be easy for each and everyone because since it is going in a live in a YouTube in America TV, so we can everyone will be learning. So it is a very good platform for us. So it's a small obligation from JCA and Delta Entrepreneurs, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And now the floor officially open for discussing with the participants. If you have any queries regarding our training program, you can ask your queries to our national trainer. So he is there to enlighten your queries. First, I would like to call upon our Mugil, the today's project director.
Thank you, Mohan sir. Ishan sir, first of all, thank you so much for accepting my invitation. And you have designed and presented an excellent training presentation with 4 words, with plan. And first, you started to begin with the purpose, next, learning, how much we have to learn, and the third point, analyze. In that, you have created the RMC, that cyclic figurings. That was totally eye-opening for so many participants who are observing in this platform. Next, last, that new, how we are setting the milestones in your achievement, and our day-to-day business journey will lead to a continual development. That has been stabbed and pointed very well. And as a conclusion, SWOT analysis, it's a corporate concept. It is applicable in any situation with an individual or an organization. So such a nice conclusion by combining that plan strategy as well as SWOT. Such a nice presentation, Ishan sir. Such a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. What would
Thank you so much, Mugil. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mugil. Sir, a small query need to be answered from my side, sir. As you know that since we are chartered accountant, RCM, reverse charge mechanism, as you know about it, and can we reframe this in A for analysis, R for revenue, instead of M, the C can be further upgraded, then M. So revenue, competition, and marketing strategy. Can it be like this way, sir? Or
Sure, Mona sir. So basically, that's specifically the reason why you must have seen that RMC is not in any serial order, but rather it is in a circular pattern and it has those arrow marks in between. Because what happens is, if your competition is using a certain strategy for marketing, then I will have to re-strategize my marketing, right?
okay,
Then I can't do typically what I was doing for marketing. Same way, in the marketing, if I am doing something and then that is going to help me overcome my competition, then that is a better option. That's why it's in a cyclic pattern. I have not listed it as 1, 2, and 3. It's in a cyclic pattern with those arrow marks in between. So everything, each of those 3 points are interconnecting. Any one point changes, the remaining 2 will change or rather modify based on that one change. That's why it's in a cyclic manner, sir. I hope I've answered your question.
yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Because what I thought was, since it was an acronym, since in our profession RCM, it will be an usually we used to have it, so it will be easily understand by each and everyone regarding our profession. I said, so it will be a
Yes, sir,
very good
sure.
acronym for when we are analyzing, we have to apply RCM. That is R for revenue and C for competition and M for marketing. So I was thinking about, I was connecting the
Surely, sir.
RCM and
We can definitely look at it in that way also. We can go on RCM also.
okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. And
Thank you, sir.
over to any other participants, Saravanan sir, Gandhi Leninana, and our founder, Chairman Ilangovan sir. Over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really a wonderful, awesome section. I enjoyed really being an entrepreneur. So I keenly watched it because I thought initially that business plan you are going to make it. What is the target we are going to fix it per annual budget and how we are going to reach it everything. And really a wonderful, totally thing is you are make mantra in Tamil. We used to Yeah, okay. There is a Tirupurali, sir, in Tamil. In 7 words, whatever solution they providing Thiruvalluvar, that is there. So the same way, such a way now I found today in your lecture, that is a mantra you are provided, that two concepts you are taken, that in business plan and the plan, you taken plan, PLAN, and you explained about the SWOT analysis. Of course, if both is very much required. If somebody want to become a successful person in this their business, yeah, this is the things required. Now you see people they targeting to make profit in business, that they are not planning proper way. So now you see that RMC, whatever you are excellent explanation for our Mognagaris, that you made it in the circle. It is not serious. It is interlinked, interrelated. So each and everything. These are revenue, marketing, competition. It's very much nowadays to overcome the obstacles. Now, thinking is, you see, the business people, now they're facing a lot of challenges for come the successful level. These are all things they want to proper learn, they want to make proper plan, they want to learn how to overcome all these things. This is very much required. Your section is very excellent. It provide a solution for entrepreneur to come up bigger way. Even you are connected, even this moon. This very wonderful that the what is that? Even you told that you are replaced with the AI. Everybody watching your that presentation, the man moving on the earth, the earth as well as the man moving on moon. Really, that your presentation and your PPT, these are all things really awesome, wonderful. Everybody enjoyed it. So very well, sir. Your this mantra really definitely will follow day to day. Daily we are going to follow it. This for get successful business. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, thank you so much, Inagon sir. Over to our General Secretary, Gandhilanan sir.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you. Faculty, sir, very excellent session. We gathering some business techniques you were training. Excellent slideshow. Preparation is very nice. Gather some business traits. Excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We are expected another one training from your side. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, General Secretary sir, for your feedback. And we like to call upon we said Ratiksha sir for your valuable feedback. Who was a very good keen listener of our today's session. Yes, Saravanan sir, Pandiyamal madam, Armugam sir.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, welcome,
Thank you,
welcome.
Thank you,
Privilege, Armugam sir. And
Yes.
Faculty sir today, and Armugam sir, he is also a provisional national trainer, graduated in a phase 2, and I was graduated in phase 1, which was held in Trichy.
Wonderful,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Nice to know that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
June 23 SMA Secretary.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Gandhilanan sir. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Chairman. Really, sir, JC Senator Advocate Easton sir, really you have done wonders. What a presentation. What a clarity that you have given. What a systematic, gradual presentation with so much impression. So what is a plan? For plan you have given purpose, learn, analyze, and new likewise. So you have asked several questions. What is the purpose? How? Why do we serve? Likewise. So learn, as far as when we talk about learn, it is the one side problem. So for a problem, we have to find a solution. How to find out a solution? And you gave several examples regarding mobile phone, communication device earlier. But later, it turned out to be information device and entertainment device and so on. So how to analyze that RMC or RCM? Yes, of course. Very good clarity. That new, what milestones that we have to, short term, mid term, long term, and how to innovate ourselves. Because if you don't innovate, that means we will remain the same, and over a passage of time, we may be lost. So, SWOT analysis you analyzed, and AI is not your threat, and let us make AI as our collaborator. Tremendous learning that we have got today. Thank you very much. Over to you, Chairman.
Thank you. Thank
Happy
you so much.
congratulations,
Thank you so much, sir.
trainer, sir, today.
Thank you so much, sir. Means a lot. Thank you.
And on behalf of JCI and Delta Entrepreneurs, we would like to congratulate a provisional national trainer from Zone 23, Armugam sir. Congratulations to you. And any other participants who wants to give your valuable feedback? Pandiyamal sister, Saravanan sir,
sir. Thank you.
Aravind sir. Any other feedbacks? Okay, thank you so much. Moving to next part of agenda, and sir, it's a time for you today, trainer. And what do you feel about the today's session? And you are coming for the first time for the Delta Entrepreneurs, and you can say your opinion on today's session, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for that privilege. At the outset, I must say a big thank you to the chairman as well as to the founder and my very special friend Mugil for having invited me over here. It's been an absolute privilege to spend time with all of you. Also, in the presence of a couple of provisional national trainers, makes me feel very nice to be in your midst. And a lot of innovative questions and a lot of different suggestions that came forth from all of you makes me feel really happy. And this is a presentation which actually needs to be conducted in person, because while we speak, if you note down on a sheet each and every question related to your business and then write the answers, then it becomes much more effective. I've tried this session quite a few times on a physical mode, and people have landed up getting very, very good results. I still get messages from my participants. So my humble request to everyone who was present here, everyone who's going to have a look at this video subsequently on YouTube, give it a thought. Write down your notes about each of these questions that we have posed, because right, we said at the very beginning, if you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail. So today we have only spoken of PLAN, the plan. So please put your plan in place. And after that, feel free to share your feedback, because that's the real feedback I want to hear of how this session has been useful to you. And with that, once again, thank you. A big, big thank you to Delta Group as well as to JCI for having invited me all the way from Goa in the midst of all of you. Once again, thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful feedback and a very good observation about the session and about the participants. And going to next part of agenda, floor officially hand over to our General Secretary for vote of thanks.
Pandiyamal.
Okay. We like to call upon Pandiyamal Mr. for vote of thanks.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So today the trainer was giving very good information about a business plan. So we enjoyed it, sir. So you told about what is the purpose of the business. We learn the customer's nature. Like you told, sir, we enjoyed the session, sir. It was very excellent. So I am proud of you, sir. You have given a very valuable information to us. from a remote area. So we were enjoying your talk, sir. Thank you, sir. So on behalf of JCI, I would like to give thanks to our Delta head, sir, as well as our general secretary, sir, and then auditor, sir, then our Saranya Jewelers, Senthil Kumar, sir, as well as our participants. Then the information is disseminated in worldwide by means of our Tamarica TV coordinator and all the participants. The participants have given a very valuable feedback, as well as our other participants from YouTube. In future, many participants will give valuable feedback. So I would like to give thanks to all. Once again, I would like to give thanks one and all. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, thank you, ma'am, for your valuable vote of thanks. Yes, on behalf of JCI India, JCI, and Delta Entrepreneurs, we would like to thank each and everyone who are presented here, and we would like to thank our today's program director, Mentor Mugil, for his bringing a valuable resource person, a national trainer, and a past zone president, and by profession as an advocate. It was an awesome presentation. I'd like to thank each and everyone who are presented here on 1448th program of online session of Delta Entrepreneurs and JCI. And we'd like to thank each and everyone. And meeting has been adjourned. Thank you so much. Good night to all. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
night to
Chairman.
everyone. Have a great evening ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, a small obligation from my side, sir. Trainer, sir. Since
Yes, sir.
we are provisional national trainers, as you know that we have to do our assignments across other states. So probably myself and our friends and probably our Armugam sir, we will be privileged to ask you for our assignments regarding in Goa, sir.
So we
So
can definitely plan something.
yes, sir. Since still we have not received any
Assignment.
assignments regarding from our pilot, sir, promote, sir. Probably this week or the month at the end of this week we'll be receiving the protocols as well as the assignments details. So I'll get your number from our mentor Mugil, and we'll talk to you in personal chat, sir. Kindly help
Sure,
us
sure.
regarding our assignments, sir. The small
Sure, sir.
obligation from our both of us. Not only both of us, there are a bunch of provisional national trainers across all the zones of Tamil Nadu. So kindly help us, sir. It's a small obligation from
Sure, sir.
all.
Sure. Definitely. Definitely we'll try and arrange something.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
thank you,
Thank you, sir.
thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Okay, sir.